Armenia is a mountainous country with long and cold winter periods. In high altitudes, the temperature can fall below -30 degrees Celsius. The energy supply for heating and cooking, especially in rural areas, is an issue. It is closely linked to the challenge of sustainable management of forests and other natural resources in the country. According to the official statistics, Armenia covers only about a third of its energy demand with domestic energy production. This comes mainly from hydropower and biofuels. The major proportion of the energy demand in the country is covered by imported natural gas and oil, as well as nuclear energy. Private households are the main consumers of energy, using natural gas, electricity, and biofuels. The main consumers of wood for fuel are rural households, which are approximately 1/3 of the total population. Biofuels, including firewood, contributes up to 4% of the primary energy supply. This is a big burden for the limited forest resources.
Armenia is very much gasified, almost 95% gasified, but that doesn't mean gas is the fuel that most rural areas especially use. In rural areas, primarily what you find is people use fuel wood, which basically means wood from forests, and animal waste, dung.
Intensive use of forests for firewood started in the early 1990s, during the so-called dark years. The energy crisis forced people to use firewood because gas, electricity, and other energy sources were no longer available or affordable. Other drawbacks were in 2008 and 2015. A major increase in gas prices made many households switch to firewood and other biofuels. At present, the excessive extraction of wood from forests continues due to the high demand for firewood. Switching from firewood to natural gas requires substantial initial investment from households. Overall, the volume of logging in Armenia significantly exceeds the rate of natural forest regeneration.
It is impossible to get good statistics on forest coverage. And we have statistics ranging from 8% of the country forest coverage to 11%. Official figures now being circulated are 11%.
In 2011, the government of Armenia made a decision to allow the households in communities adjacent to forests to use up to 8 cubic meters of dead wood free of charge.
Փայտն էլ ասենք եթե հատատեղից ես առնեմ, էլի իր հատման այդ պեչատման գինը թանկ ալեմ։ Իսկ եթե թափուկներն ենք հավաքում, թափուկներն էլ հանելը տեղանքը դժվար է, էլի։ Ես կարամ շատ հավաքես, շատ բերես, այդտեղ տեխնիկա չի գնամ։ Այդտեղ հանում ես կամ ձիով կամ էշով կամ արդեն ուսով ձեռով էլի, որը դժվարություն է հանդիսանում։ Տարբեր եղանակներով են, չէ, ջերմությունը ստանում, էլեկտրոէներգիա է, գազ է, ոբշեմ, բայց մի հաշվարկով մեր գյուղում ամենաէժանը փետն է։
Besides firewood, animal dung is widely used as a fuel material in rural areas of Armenia.
Գյուղում գազ չունենք, մենք մեր տները տակածում ենք այս ցանով, էլի, գյուղի լեզվով ցան ենք ասում։ Սա գարունն է, հավաքում ենք ամառը, չորացնում ենք, ձմեռն էլ վառարան ենք վառում, տակածում ենք մեր տները, սենց մեզի ոնց ասած ավելի հարմար է, գնի համեմատ մի 70% վառում ենք այս ցանը, մի 30% էլ փայտ։ Փայտը գնովի է։ Իսկ ես էլ ասենք որ մեզ ձեռա տալիս կով ենք պահում, գոմաղբը չորացնում ենք, դրա համար ասում ենք որ էսի հարմար է մեզի։
Burning animal dung means that it's no longer available as valuable organic fertilizer. This can lead to decreased soil fertility with a negative impact on pasture and agricultural productivity. Depending on the heating option, the cost for heating can comprise up to 20% of household income, which qualifies as fuel poverty according to international standards. Still, only a few rural households have sufficient and comfortable heating due to a number of factors.
That's one side of the thing, the actual heating device. Our studies show that their average efficiency is roughly 25% best case. But there are other parts to this story. The wood can be too humid, too wet. As we know, there's better efficiency of fuel combustion if your firewood is very dry. But then where does the heat go? Their homes are extremely inefficient. We see in many of the rural households, the roofs are not insulated, the doors and windows are losing a lot of heat.
Additionally, many people burn plastic, rubber, and other waste, producing toxic substances which are harmful for human health. Women and children are especially affected, as they spend more time at home close to the stove.
Մեր տունը տակածնելու համար պիտի պեշկը ապահովել, վառել, փայդով, գոմաղբով։ Այդ գոմաղբին վառելու համար էլ ժամանակը պետք որ չորացնենք։ Ամեն դժվարությունն կա։ Մանավանդ կնոջ համար։
Our studies show that 28% of rural households are led by women. But we also know that women have an incredible role to play in what kind of decisions they make, how they teach their kids, how long they bathe their kids, and what is the temperature of the air in the house, which is why it's incredibly important to empower those women, give them the right tools and the information and knowledge.
There is a need to improve the energy situation in rural Armenia and make it more sustainable. Possible solutions include sound forest management with sustainable provision of firewood, improving energy efficiency of houses in terms of heating devices and proper insulation, use of properly dried fuel materials and alternative biofuels, promotion of renewable energy and others.
Մեր մոտի անտառը շատ ընտիր է պահպանված, բայց դե ինչքան էլ ուզում է պահպանես, եթե դու չանցնես այլ եղանակի էներգիայի, այդ անտառը դու կհատացնես։ Պետք է անենց արվի, որ ոչ անտառը տուժի, ոչ է մարդը ինքը տուժի, էլի։